Here two sets are given. P is a set of elements x such that this quadratic equation is equals to 0 and x belongs to any real value. So let me just solve this quadratic equation to get the elements of P. Now, if we apply Sridharacharya's method, so we are having x equals to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. So it is coming to minus m minus 1 plus minus under root. This is m square minus 2m plus 1 plus 8m plus 8 divided by 2. So minus m minus 1 plus minus under root m square plus 6m plus 9 divided by 2. So it is coming to m minus 1 plus minus. This is basically m plus 3 whole square. So it will come out like m plus 3 divided by 2. So the two roots are minus m plus 1 plus m plus 3 by 2. And another root will be minus m plus 1 minus m minus 3 by 2. So the two roots of the equation are 2, and this is basically minus 2m minus 2 by 2. So that gives us 2 comma minus m minus 1. So the elements of set P are 2 minus m minus 1. Okay. Now let us consider the set Q. So to get the elements of set Q, we are solving the quadratic equation given to us. In the first case, we are considering that m is not equals to 1. We are assuming that m is not equals to 1. Okay. This is the first case I am considering. Then I will consider that when m equals to 1, what will be the elements. First, let us consider m is not equals to 1. So in that case, your x will be, again solving it by Sridharacharya's method, minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. So 2 times m minus 1. So minus m plus minus under root m square minus 4m plus 4 divided by 2 times m minus 1. So this is minus m plus minus. This is basically m minus 2 whole square. So m minus 2 will be outside the root divided by 2 times m minus 1. Therefore, the roots are minus m plus m minus 2 by 2 times m minus 1. And another root will be minus m plus 2 divided by 2 times m minus 1. So we are having minus 1 by m minus 1 as a first root, and the second root will be, in the numerator we are having minus 2m plus 2 divided by 2 times m minus 1. So if I take minus 2 common, so we will have m minus 1 divided by 2 times m minus 1. As m minus 1 is not equals to 0, so we can cancel it. So we are having like the two roots as minus 1 and minus 1 by m minus 1. So these are the elements of set Q. What are the elements? It's minus 1 and minus 1 by m minus 1. Now observe. Now read the question. Find the number of values of m such that P union Q will have exactly 3 distinct elements. 3 distinct elements. Now, directly if we take P union Q, then the elements that will come are minus 1, 2, minus m minus 1 and minus 1 by m minus 1. So there will be 4 elements in the set P union Q. But I need 3 distinct elements should present in P union Q. Okay. So one root has to be, or else we can say one element has to be equal to the other element of the other set. Is it clear? Maybe with the same set also. Now let us assume that 2 is equals to minus 1 by m minus 1. Let us say this element is equals to this element. So from here we are getting m minus 1 as minus half. So from here we are having m as half. So m can take the value half. If m takes value half, look it carefully, then your this element and this element, they will become same. That is, this element and this element, they will be identical. Now if they are identical, in a set you cannot repeat an element. So from these two elements, you have to choose only one element. Then your P union Q will have exactly 3 elements. Is it clear? So this is one case. Next case, I can consider that 2 is equals to minus m minus 1. Look it carefully. If I say that these 2 elements are equal, so in that case you are getting m as minus 3. Now if m is minus 3, then these 2 elements are same. If these 2 elements are same, this element and this element, they are same. So only one element will come from these 2. So your P union Q will have exactly 3 distinct elements. One will be minus 1, another one is 2, and the third element will be this. So our condition is fulfilled when m is minus 3. Okay. Now let us consider that minus m minus 1 is equals to minus 1. That is, this element and this element, they are identical. So in that case, we are having m as 0. So if m is 0, then your this element and element minus 1, they are identical. So out of these 2, we have to choose only one. In that case also, your P union Q will have exactly 3 elements. Is it clear? Now the other option is, if minus m minus 1 is equals to minus 1 by m minus 1. So from here we are having m plus 1 is equals to 1 by m minus 1, implies m square minus 1 equals to 0, implies m is plus minus 1. Okay. So m is plus minus 1. For this case, if m is 1 or m is minus 1, in that case, your this element and this element will become same. So again, if we choose one element out of these 2, we have to choose because we are choosing a set. So identical elements cannot be placed in the same set. So out of these 2 elements, you have to choose one. So this element and one element from these 2 will give you 3 distinct elements in P union Q. Is it clear? So from here we are getting how many number of values of m for which we will have P union Q set contain exactly 3 distinct elements. One is m is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5. Is it clear? Another option is we can say that minus 1 by m minus 1, this is equals to minus 1. That is, I am saying that these 2 elements, they are same. Okay. If it is so, then we are having minus minus goes off. So m minus 1 is equals to 1. So m is coming to 2. Okay. This value of m has to be considered because in that case, these 2 elements will be equal. Which 2 elements? This element and minus 1. Okay. In that case also, your P union Q will have exactly 3 elements, right? Now, these are the 6 cases. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, there are 6 values of M for which P union Q will have exactly 3 distinct elements. Now, one more case we have to consider here is that suppose if for the second set, suppose if M is equals to 1, okay, first case we have considered that M is not equals to 1. So, in this case we are considering that if M equals to 1, then this quadratic equation will become a linear equation and it will become x plus 1 is equals to 0. So, from here we are getting x as minus 1. Okay. So, in that case, the set Q will have only one element which is nothing but minus 1. Is it clear? Now, in that case, if I take P union Q, then the elements that will come in this set are 2 minus M minus 1 and minus 1. Is it clear? In that case also we are having 3 distinct elements. Is it clear? The number of values of M for which P union Q will have 3 distinct elements are 7. Is it clear? Hence option C is correct.